Right, welcome to a post video commentary. I had a glitch on the computer when I was finishing off this video, so I didn't get the sound file. But I'd already saved the full thing, so we're having to do a little bit after the event, so to speak. And that's because that's one of my best commentaries I've done so far, as it always is whenever I lose one. But I'm back now on Old Ridge after a day over at the Watts farm, now called Justin's farm, and I'm still continuing to muck out. I'm just going to turn the sound down in my ears a bit better. Right, I got home last night or yesterday, late yesterday afternoon, after popping in to see BP on my way back to find out what he's up to, more on him and on. And because I didn't get the forks quite high enough, let's try again. Yes, there we go. Now yes, this bit because I get the forks dug in at some point. Anyway, yeah, I had a phone call from Justin, and he's a daddy. They have a son, and I'm not certain what I was doing there. Checking how much was in there. That's right. Yes. I can't remember. I only done this a couple of hours ago. Made a video, and I can't remember what I did now. Old age. There we are, and we have got well and truly caught. There's nothing like it. Get caught on a trigger. But anyway, they have a son. I think Mary's coming home hopefully tomorrow. I kept her in overnight because I kept her in overnight, and I was keeping her in today as well because she has gone through it a bit. Normally the cottage hospital will deal with the births, but hers was particularly difficult. I told you she had to be taken to the county hospital. But that out of the way, we then decided we better wet about his head. Well, so we better wet it, but I thought I'd better do the council meeting first. Wouldn't go down too well. Apparently first council meeting, the worse for wear. And as normal, I've got a drink on the go. Coffee only, although I have got some whiskey at the moment. In real life it's my wedding anniversary. It was last Saturday. So I was a good boy and I've been allowed some whiskey. But that later. Yeah, well, the council meeting. Most of it was quite boring, procedural stuff, talking about the village fete later in next year, getting the plans in place for that. But one thing did come up with the committee for the commons. The common land is too small. There's only 3 of us on there, so it's been decided that 2 more members of council will be have been brought in to it, which was good and bad. Bad being one of them is a Crawford Brown yes man. If Crawford Brown would tell this gent to put his hand in the fire, I'd just ask for how long. But so I'm definitely outnumbered 2-1 there. But the other one, a lady, is quite independent minded, so I think she will go by the argument. So if we make a good argument for herself, and she will play support. So if we don't, she won't. And the other one, of course, as you know, is for the community. She wants it as much as possible for the common land to be used for the community, for the good of the community. You know, I'm okay with that, as long as I can get the grass off. Although we have got to mess them all about this year. BP's already started and that, done most of his, but I've got to start mine this year, and that, ploughing them up and reseeding them, ploughing them up and really giving them a good going over a good covering of this stuff if we've got enough to go around before we actually plant the seed in. Put this on, plough it. What I may do is actually plough the grass in, then put a cover of muck on, cultivate that in, then seed. Do a good job of it. Anyway, that's beside the point. Other matters on this farm, as you can see, it's hailing. This I think is hail. Anyway, it's not very nice, so I told Paul and Kylie to stay at home until dinner time, because all the other job really what's got to be done, can be done in this weather. Well, this is the only job that can be done. The other jobs we've got is harvesting the organic barley on 11. Well, not a hope in hell of doing that, and not for a couple of hours after this stops. And the other one is mowing some meadows again. I don't want to do that until after this has stopped. A little while afterwards, it just won't cut properly. So we're sort of stuck at the moment. There's just this to do. And after I noticed that Paul and Colin actually got the combine and the tractor and trailer all in place, ready for the day. That job, what we're going to do now, is, I think I mentioned it, is the stuff as it's cut will go into our silo, and then we're going to get, I think Phil's coming to do it. He's going to take it up round to OEB for us. There should be a couple of loads for him, I think. And I think Stu is going to be doing the beat. And we've got Phil, before we pay him cash in hand, no questions asked, is going to do the BGA when we're ready for it. And that's still quite a while away. Right, let's got our first load, and all we're doing today is mucking out. Now this is the job I started before I got the call to go around to Justin's. The world's longest muck out, I think we call this. Now what? Oh yes, when I was on the phone to Justin, congratulating becoming a daddy, I asked him about that total ration mixer. Well, that isn't his. There's a group of about 4 or 5 organic farmers in that area, all small farmers, about the same size. I said, Justin, you know, very, very small operations. And the local feed mill is getting more and more expensive to buy the animal feed from, so they looked into it and decided between them they could probably buy one of these, and apparently they got a grant from the Organic Farming Association to put it in, and that's what it is, and it's only just been fitted. Hasn't been used yet, hasn't been fired up yet. I think they were still waiting for the authorities to come and test the electrical connections were okay, which is why the total ration mixer was out in the open. He got no need for it. I think he's off to sell that soon. And apparently he's quite pleased with the job I've done. Well, I'm hoping he is. See, I don't know if he's seen it yet. He was happy that at least we got here. His farm had kept going and this harvest had been done. I kept quiet that I hadn't done the maize for forage. I thought I've got enough problems there without telling him that. As you can see, the beet looking quite healthy, and that is the barley was to come out. And straight, I'm going to put some alfalfa in to overwinter the fields. Muck them well, put some alfalfa in, and then next year we will have the seed. I think seed barley going in there. for Scott Broom's little concern. And talking of which, I've got to see him this afternoon, I think at 2 o'clock, so that shouldn't take too long. Whoops, crash into this over there. Just check and see how much we've got. Too lazy to go to the tractor to check. I don't know the crop there, what we could see of it just then looked quite good. Now this old trailer might soon have to be replaced. It's getting a bit ropey now. It's well, it was originally a grain trailer, and when we got a new grain trailer, it then became a muck trailer. I think I might have one of the other ones to transfer over as a muck trailer. Might use the one I got for beat at the moment, but that blue one, put that in for muck and get another new one. I'm keeping the Marshall trailers at the moment. I have seen some Richard Weston stuff, and they seem quite keen for me to buy their stuff. Well, let's face it, they're all keen for us to buy their stuff. Oh, it's young Jack, the grandson. He's off this morning with my wife to have a look at one of the local tourist attractions. He wanted to see, I forget what it was, the model railways stuff, I think. But he's off there for the morning. I think they're having dinner out, and so I have to get my own grub. That's normal, poor old soul. So I'm gonna have to look after myself yet again. I go for the sympathy, so it never works. But I'm thinking this afternoon I might shove the front mower on the stair and let young Jack mow that meadow for us, number 18. Can't come to too much harm on there, and he's been crazing that both Kylie and Paul to let him drive on the tractors, and I feel happier the little stair than the JCB, because as you can see at the moment I've grabbed a case. I'm going to need this full time. I really left the mucking out far too long this time. Should leave it so it's only a couple of bucketfuls in each shed, but that's what we find. We never actually do things as we should do. But at least this adverse weather, with the funny effect it has on vehicles, has cleaned them up nicely. Didn't actually look when I came in to see what everything looks like. It looks like I assumed I have to put some more ration in there. Looks a bit short. Oh, don't look too bad, but the ration's looking a bit down in the feeding troughs. Waters looks alright. I think I saw the little indicator up high. Yeah, it's up fairly high. It's over halfway. Oh, I have to just tell you, I told Crawford Brown he was a granddad, because apparently they hadn't got in touch with him. They hardly speak at the moment, Justin and his parents. I will say Crawford Brown seemed quite happy, but what I could gather reading between the lines, Councillor Mrs. Crawford Brown is not happy. not happy that Mary was pregnant. Well, certainly weren't happy they got married, although they did go to the wedding, and I managed to, I thought, broke her a piece at the time. You may remember that, but it's gone back a bit now when they got married. But apparently the piece has broken down again. They definitely, no, Count and Mrs. Crawford Brown definitely did not want Justin to become a farmer, and she's not happy the fact that, I think I told you, Justin has dropped the Crawford from his name and he's now just Justin Brown. And I just checked to see how much we had left in there and decided there's 2 more load. Yeah, she's not happy that he's dropped the Crawford and he's now just a very common, with the emphasis on the word common, Mr. Brown. And I think when you get to that stage, you could say that the relationship has fairly well broken down. Well, let's see if I can commentate on what I'm doing. You may have noticed I'm doing most of this in cab. I was quite proud of this. I managed to get just about all of it done in cab, and I don't think I spilt any over the side, or very little over the side. I didn't crash this into the side of the trailer much either. The light trailer's got so many dents in it now, it doesn't really matter. Oh no, look, so it's now can never see what's what there. Yes, we certainly need grass to get back to farming matters. We need to get another lot of silage going at the dairy. I think I got caught on stuff in there, yeah. But the first time I really come out of the cab to set the forks up, and it worked. I could cart more at times if I got a bucket on, or even bigger forks, but these little 2.5 litre forks are good enough. And they look cool. Oh yes, I was thinking about how we're going to approach the rest of this harvest. The beet is a big one, and I think I'm definitely going to put a heap along on the field edge alongside the road, and then get the conveyor with going over the road. Just hoping no one hits it. But hopefully then Stu can load himself with it. He's big enough to do that, I think. This sounds Phil on the outloading bin. You can drive under, press the button. We have it all set up for him. Don't think there's anything else in the bin except for a little bit of weight. I think that's now empty. Don't think I bothered to check there because I think I decided it's going to be empty, and I hit the doors as I quite often do when I come out. I just put my foot down a bit too much. Good job, damage. We ain't got damage on this, and oh yeah, we now decide to check. Yeah. And we're now checking what else we got. A lot in the pigs and a lot in the lambs. And I decide here to take more out of the bunker, because that's got to be moved up there. Just another quick drink. So this is going to be a bit more bitty of commentary than the original soundtrack I recorded. Oh well, these things happen. I think we're getting a real mess doing this. No, in this one. One of those I might already gone past where I didn't have the fork set quite right, and that was filling the forks and emptying them at the same time. Clever trick if you can do it. So I like having the bunkers on the beef and pigs, because if you've got 10 minutes, no, half an hour, you can muck out quickly, take a couple of bucketfuls out of each one and just put them in there rather than have to worry about getting a tractor and a trailer up here. It's nothing to do with efficiency, it's just to do with the fact I'm quite lazy. I think this might be the one where yeah, the little one, there we go, we're emptying and filling at the same time. And I decided that perhaps I'm not quite got it right, and there we are. I'm not the brightest of beers. And for those who wonder where that comes from, it's from Winnie the Pooh by A.A. Milne. I've never actually read the Winnie the Pooh stories. When I was young I was more a Bickles man. And then again you'd be reading Bickles a little bit later, but I decided I wasn't quite level enough to get it near the centre. I'm still going the wrong way when I go to tip first off, and I have got the little mod to correct the way that forks and that go, but I keep forgetting. I'll just have another quick drink, just watching what's happening. Certainly must have been something else I talked about there, but I know I leave big gaps in when I'm doing live commentary. So we're doing a post commentary, I feel I have to gabble on all the time, which is not a mistake. Should really put some music in here, and I could always sing to you. And that's my subscriber base suddenly cut by half. And I think about the stage I was saying that I will do the rest of the mucking out without you visitors. And when you come back it'll be after 2, it'll be about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then we will start the afternoon's work about 3 o'clock. Because I've got to go and see Scott. Never actually noticed that. So all these have got a locking script on these forks, but looks of it. Yeah. Don't need the lock muck. I find it seems to hang on by itself okay. Yes, so I was talking to BP what he was up to. He is going full blast on milk production. He's increasing his dairy herd. He's increased the size of his meadow for his cattle. Now we've got to increase the amount of grass that he's producing. It's never ending. You get one thing right and then you change one thing on there and you've got about everything to change. He's spending a lot of money. And he's getting some comeback of that contract he's got with the compost company, well, part of the BGA, and company that owns the BGA. And he's been busy harvesting trees and feeding the compost master for him. And there we are, we're full. As a good farmer, I bring the forks right down. Nothing worse than if a valve or a pipe should pack up. When it's rise high in the air, if anybody's about, they are going to get splattered. I then decided to go and get ready to do the pigs next. And I do my normal hell for leather driving. In a completely grey, awful day. And this is meant to be the middle of British summer. It's been some very strange weather recent years. Well, you remember we had all those years of drought. No, we can't stop getting wet out of the ground, coming out of the air. Back off a bit so the automatic doors can close. And the poor old man has to take a run back across the road. And I was saying that this fence here, some of this is coming down because the hedge is opposite side of the road. There's going to be a gap made there, same as BP's done on his farm. Only I'm going one better. I'm having two gigantic trees transplanted either side of the gap so you can actually see the gap better. Did I ever mention I was blind as a bat? Now we have, and we're also during the winter we are going to be doing a really lovely job. We're going to be clearing our pond out. We still have the algae on there and it's still looking a bit brown and horrible, but we're going to get rid of all the stuff that's been dumped in and around it, the old washing machines and what have you. Some of the locals seem to think that it's the right place to dump unwanted stuff they got. I'm going to dump that, I'll get that lot out, take it down to the dump, pay the charge for turning it into some business. Whoa, and then this is where I find out I haven't got any weight on the front. And then I check once I get it straight again. Yeah, I did check. Thought perhaps I did. As you can see, no weight on the front. So we put a lot of weight on there just to hold that front down a bit. Yeah, so I've looked at the indication on my little screen. We are getting shorter total ration and beef on both pigs and beef, so looks like I want to do another run on feeding them fairly soon. That one we'll have to wait until tomorrow. And of course we had that bombshell that the car are no longer taking milk every day, only every other day, Monday, Wednesday and Fridays. A full weekend without any being moved, which means we've got to check our refrigeration is right on our tank. The tank in the field has got a little fridge plant to it just to chill it enough. But I don't know how we're going to manage if it gets any worse, we're going to have to find somewhere else to get rid of it. We could use the one with Justin's down, but it's a very long journey. So I almost missed my correct bit, and my reversing gets bad. Actually, it gets worse. Decide I'm definitely not going to make it. And we try again. And we're there. And you can see it's still raining, and here I decided I'm going to take a screenshot. I will check up on how to make the animal HUD disappear. I can't remember which alt command it is, it's one of them. And we've filled that one up. That bunker is now full. $150,000 litres of muck. And I found I'm seriously think once we get the money together, get another, at least one more bunker in, and put those where the silage bunkers are coming out near the feed plant. I'll have to just check that with the authorities that they're happy to have them there, of course. Can't fit any more up here nicely. And now I'm going to start my rundown. Actually, for running back, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. Sorry for the somewhat odd commentary on this, but I wasn't going to try and dig through my old save games to find a one to take me back to where I was and do it all again. Well, you wouldn't have got all my mistakes then. So I'm going to say thanks very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please consider leaving a like. If you stumbled upon this channel and you actually like what you saw, please consider subscribing. Always happy to move people abroad. We're a friendly little community here, and we have a little bit of chat and banter going on between us. And talk about that, if there's any comment, suggestion, or anything else you want to discuss with, well, I always say the normal no-nos, politics, religion and sex, leave those out, but anything else goes. Feel free to post. I read every comment. I try and reply to every comment. Sometimes YouTube seems to play up a bit and won't let me see the comments at once, and tries its best to hide some of them from me. But I tend to find them eventually. Oh yeah, here is think about when these bunkers go down, but it's a couple of muck bunkers, or at least one muck bunker up there. I think if I put one this side, we should be okay with the authorities. I think the other side will be a bit too close to the pit. That will give us a bit more muck. We are making quite a bit of muck now. And we're now about to come in, and according to the timings, we're under a minute to go. So I'm going to say thank you for watching. Sorry for the mess up, but I think we've got there again. And it's me saying cheerio for now. Cheerio.